Welcome to Core Finance, where we're joined by Clive Lambert, who's director at FuturesTechs. How are you today, Clive?
Good morning, Zach. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, well, let's get straight into the currencies, which are thankfully moving and alleviating some of these summer doldrums in the markets.
Indeed, there are a few moves around, as it were, and we'll try and pick the bones out of it with this segment, let's say.
Okay, so 113 melted away on euro dollar, and we've just kept on powering ahead.
Yes, and last time I was on Tip TV, I talked about 116.17 as a target, and I talked about an uptrend line that we were referencing on the daily chart. We've got fairly close to that 116.17 target, which is a big level. It's a high dating back to early 2016 and quite a significant failure high from back then. We got to 115.84 yesterday. We have seen some weakness since. We are, as we speak, testing a support level at 115.16. There's another support level at 114.88, and these two are key as far as I'm concerned. If we broke those, then that trend line might come back into play, and that's down at 113.27. And obviously, there is an argument that maybe things have got a little bit overstretched. There is an argument that ECB tomorrow, Mr. Draghi, might have something to say to try and talk things down. So, it's interesting what's going on with that one right now.
So possibly a bar and dip really at this stage is the favoured scenario.
Yeah, but with some patience and wary that tomorrow's the EC.
Well, let's go on to pound dollar.
Yeah, cable had an interesting day yesterday. We had the inflation numbers out, didn't we? And the markets reacted to the numbers.
Well, the fact they reacted,
they reacted before the numbers.
They reacted there. They were so clever that they reacted before the thing.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just quite. It beggars belief to me that we still appear to be having these leaks, and it was clear yesterday there was a big move before the numbers, and then on the release we continued lower. We posted something called a shooting star, but we held a Marubozu support at 130.21. If we're just looking at the pure technical picture, if we hold 130.21, we continue to go higher. That's what the chart says to us.
Okay.
So that's the one to watch there. That was very much a sterling story yesterday that gave us that move. It was the sterling side of that pair. But the next chart and what I'm interested in is maybe the US dollar side of the ledger on all of these pairs, because we have seen significant weakness in the US dollar over the course of the year, really, haven't we? We've come and the next chart that hopefully is up on the screen is the dollar index, which shows that yesterday we hit an important level at 94.30 on that chart.
Okay. And so, what I mean, is this looking as a major top? Because obviously, you can see on the left-hand side from 2015, there's a long way down.
Yeah, absolutely. But 94.30, as I say, if we hold this 94.30 level, and I think we might do, I think we're going to see some relief on this one. Okay. So we can see
a little initial bounce.
Dollar strength, at least in the short term, which might, that kind of fits in with the previous two charts, which both look to maybe a little bit, there was some hints that things are getting a bit over-egged.
Okay.
But how could we play this slightly contrarian view that the US dollar is going to bounce? I quite like the look of the dollar yen chart with respect to a long trade, although we have to show a little bit of patience. Yesterday we hit the 200-day moving average, and we are seeing some bid in that one this morning, but we do have resistance bunched between 112.20 and 112.35, somewhere around there. So my trade will be, and this, looking at this chart, is in dollar yen to buy a break above there and look for it to return to 114.50. Wary that there might be some interim resistance or somewhere to take some profits, maybe at 113.40 in the meantime.
Right, so that's your trade of the day, let us say, or trade of the moment.
Certainly is, yes, the trade of the moment, and that steers clear of the euro, where Mr. Draghi can causes havoc tomorrow, whatever goes on with that.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Clive Lambert, Director at FuturesTechs, thanks very much for joining us today.
Thanks, Zach.